It's going to be a fantastic day at Universal Studios Florida. I'm a big fan of the parking garage they have here at Universal. It's the only theme park in the area that has a parking garage. I appreciate that my car doesn't sit in the sun all day here. I'm also a big fan of each garage area being themed and having its own theme music. When you're in Jaws, you hear Jaws music. When you're in the Kong section, you hear Kong jungle music. When you're in Jurassic Park, you hear dinosaurs and Jurassic Park music. When you're in the ET section, you hear ET music. You see what I'm saying? You're picking up what I'm putting down. I've never said it before, but I really appreciate it. And speaking of sound or music, another thing I'm a big fan of is the music you'll hear at the archway here and at the front of the park. You'll hear some classic movie tunes such as E.T., Jaws, Back to the Future, maybe some Blues Brothers, things like that. It makes the entrance so enjoyable and really sets the tone for the day. Hey, what's going on everybody? Rick here, and if you haven't figured it out already, today we're gonna walk around Universal Studios Florida talking about things I'm a big fan of, things I appreciate, like the Revenge of the Mummy roller coaster. Huge fan of this indoor roller coaster. I love the launch start that goes immediately into a drop. There's several spots on this coaster you will lose your stomach, and the theming is phenomenal all the way until the end when Brendan Fraser almost gets a cup of coffee. One day I'm going to help that man get his cup of coffee, but as far as the attraction is concerned, it is fantastic. I highly recommend it when you're visiting. Another thing I'm a big fan of here at Universal Studios Florida is the restaurant Finnegans Bar and Grill. I very much enjoy the Dublin chicken sandwich. That's a classic here. One of the new items on the menu, the shrimp boxty, outstanding, phenomenal. But I would have to say, my favorite thing, and it's tough between the chicken sandwich, has to be the fish and chips. Now, some people may try to lead you to the fish and chips they have at the Leaky Cauldron in Diagon Alley, but no, the fish and chips here at Finnegans are better. Here's the difference. Leaky Cauldron is kind of a casual, quick service restaurant, so they prepare the food ahead of time. Some of those fish and chips could be sitting under a heat lamp. Not so at Finnegans. You place your order and then they make the food for you. That's what makes the Finnegans fish and chips a cut above the ones they have over there at the Leaky Cauldron. And I might add that Finnegans is one of the few theme park restaurants that I will leave my house, come to the theme park just to eat at. That's how much of a fan I am of Finnegans Bar and Grill. There are two street shows here at Universal Studios Florida that I would consider to be fantastic. One of them is the Blues Brothers. I love the show they put on, such a party here on Delancey Street. And the other, you know, I'm a huge fan of Marilyn and the Diamond Bellas. In the San Francisco area of the park, the bar, Chez Alcatraz, is fantastic, and I'm a big fan of the Ocean Attack. We're ready, Ashley.
Oh no, watch out, it's a shark! Chop, 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 chop. You swam to snow. Chop, chop.
There are two versions of that Ocean Attack. The alcoholic version, called the Ocean Attack, and the non-alcoholic version, called the Shark Friendly. Both come with a show. And of course, I'm a huge fan of this huge shark known as Bruce, which makes for one of the best photo opportunities in the park.
Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
Moving on. The London area of Universal Studios Florida is fantastic. What's even more fantastic, walk through those brick walls and get into Diagon Alley. Woo! That is amazing. The dragon here fan-tastic. You know, Hogsmeade's Village over there at Islands of Adventure is fantastic, but Diagon Alley is on a whole nother level. This was a game changer for theme parks. I challenge anyone to name a better themed area of any theme park than Diagon Alley. Truly phenomenal. A huge fan of everything Diagon Alley. And that would include the roller coaster Escape from Gringotts. I call it a hybrid roller coaster, not because it's part wood and part steel, but because it's part roller coaster, part screen ride. It's a really immersive storytelling roller coaster with some big thrills. You know, this was built over the old Jaws attraction, a much beloved attraction, but if Jaws had to go, I'm glad it went to something so amazing. The MIB attraction, I was not always a fan, no. It wasn't until I learned how to score well on Men in Black Alien Attack that I became a fan. Now, I have done a couple videos on how to score well. I'll leave links to those, but you could just visit a Facebook group called the MIB 900 Club. They have tips and tricks on that Facebook group that will tell you how to score well. And once you learn how to average over 500,000, you'll be a fan too. I'm not a huge fan of Springfield. I do enjoy it. It's probably underappreciated by me. I have a feeling one day when it's gone, I'm going to miss it. That could depend, however, what it is replaced with. If it's replaced with something amazing, I may not miss it. Something I am sure about being a fan about is the DeLorean, the time machine. How can you not be a fan of this? I mean, it's a movie star. Here's a fantastic opening day attraction that is still operational, E.T. If you're not a fan of that lovable alien E.T., then your heart must be 3 sizes too small. Do me a favor, if you've made it this far into the video and you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button, please. I am a Central Park Crepes fanatic. Everyone they've ever offered, I have loved. They've been fabulous. I recommend you try one yourself. Though they did remove from the menu my favorite one, the lemon blueberry was the most fabulous of all the fabulous things they offer there. But I mean, they did bring some other good things onto the menu, so I guess I will forgive them for that. I love Hollywood Boulevard. It is a fantastic area of the park. First, I love the Art Deco look of it and the character meet and greets, such as, who's gonna roll by here? Hold on for 1 second. I think Marilyn's driving by in her caddy. Big fan of the kisses I get from Marilyn. Big fan, huge fan of the kisses. Yeah, the meet and greets they have in this area are fantastic. Besides Marilyn, just to name a few, Beetlejuice, Betty Boop, and oh my goodness, Scooby and the Gang, probably the most popular meet and greet here on Hollywood Boulevard. When it comes to comparing the two Universal theme parks they have here right now, Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios Florida, it's true, Islands of Adventure is my favorite for rides. However, for just walking around and theme park ambience, it's Universal Studios Florida that's my favorite. Like I said, that is in regards to comparing the two current Universal theme parks. I'm just a fan of the vibe that is put off here at Universal Studios Florida. Now, it's important to note, just because I didn't mention something today, it doesn't mean that I dislike it. It just means I'm not fanatical about it. But if there is something that I missed that you are a fan of, let me know in the comments section below. And as always, don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun.
His name is Rick, her name is Nikki, showing how theme parks are done. Don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun. Hit subscribe.